There was many times out there I should have died, and God saved me. And this was one of those days. So I did my thing for the next 3 days. The third day, I wake up. There was an old man that was in the alley. He was paying me for protection so people wouldn't come back there and mess with his stuff. And, he'd pay me $5 every morning because we were sleeping across from Moe's Seafood down by the harbor in Baltimore, if you're familiar. And so he would sweep their parking lot for $5 every morning. So that would get us out the gate. This particular morning, we had like $11 or something like that. We went up there together. We got what we got. I went to go get on, I missed. He didn't. So now I'm sick. I've got to go through the whole process of getting on the subway, light rail, and go all the way back. We get down there. He goes out the panhandle. I tell him, please wake me up. I'm going to try to close my eyes because I couldn't do much more but lay there at that point. So I wake up. He's gone. He went and took it upon himself. The cop left me there sick. I was fuming mad. I walked back and forth to the subway looking for him. And at that point, I was just fuming. I was going to just probably punch him in his mouth when he got back. Because I was so mad, I let my anger get the best of me, and I went to Lululemon, not thinking. I had done this prior many times and got away with it, but I went in there angry that day with my book bag, and I was stingy and greedy, and I grabbed everything off the shelves and I threw it in my book bag where they were waiting for me. They had a GPS tracker in the side bag from Lululemon. So I'm walking, I've got all this stuff in my book bag, and right when I get back around Moe's Seafood in the alley, I feel somebody grab the back of my shoulder. It was a cop. This is a female cop who had 6 months prior gotten me for stealing, and she let me go. So, when this happened, I was so tired, I just stopped. I said, you know what, I'm not going to run. She said, sir, don't run, sit down. I sat down. I knew I had warrants in Anne Arundel. I knew I had warrants in Baltimore City. And I was like, you know what? Immediately I felt, this is God. This was God answering my prayer. I wanted it my way, but God knew if I found that money and went in that hospital, I was going to continue my path. They called Johns Hopkins immediately due to the conditions of my legs. And because of that, they put a heart monitor on me. They thought the batteries was dead because of the way it was registering. They weren't. It was just, I was in septic shock. So they rushed me to Johns Hopkins. I get there, I'm handcuffed to a chair. I'm like laying on the floor. I'm so sick at this point. And the lieutenant for Baltimore City Police, out of all people, comes to me and tells me he has this program called the LEAD program. I accepted it.